So this helps me allude to our next segment as we finish up this show, and I'm excited for this because I got some good ones here for you guys. We're gonna play a game of this and that, and how this is going to work is I'm gonna give you guys two things to choose between. You guys give me a quick answer if you can, and if you got to give me your explanation around it, I totally understand. Go ahead and do so, because there are some intriguing thoughts in here that I would like to get. Obviously, there are some that you can just say right away, but there are some that are going to make you think a little bit. Okay. So I'm gonna go kind of quick with the first five because I think we all we can kind of do this without having to explain a lot of these things. Okay. All right, let's go. This or that, The Rock or Stone Cold? Griff?
This.
No, brother, say which one.
Say it.
The Rock or Stone Cold? Got it.
The Rock. Oh, my fault.
Whoa.
Coach?
Oh,
Coach?
man. For the culture, Stone Cold.
Interesting. Okay. John Cena or Randy Orton? Coach?
Oh, Randy Orton.
Interesting. Griff?
I asked what Randy Orton, because we talking about bald Randy Orton all day long.
John Cena or Randy Orton?
Randy Orton.
Got it. Got it. Make you think a little bit more on this one. Shawn Michaels or Bret Hart? Griff?
Oh, Shawn.
Ooh.
Man. The man of 45 holds.
Got it.
Yeah. Man, I'm
He
going
went
with
from 44 to 45.
I keep increasing. Ah, man. Because Brett was they're both for dicks.
That's true.
With resume though, I gotta go. As much as I love the sharpshooter, once again for the culture, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, okay. Do you Generation X or NWO? Griff?
There were so many different NWOs and DXs. Like, which one?
Nah,
Do you
bro.
Generation
God,
X
dog.
or NWO, brother? Come on.
Jesus. NWO.
Coach?
You already know I'm going NWO all day long.
Okay, here's a different one. Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins?
Roman.
Yeah, this was a good one. Man. I gotta go for, because they built him such a megastar in the run. I gotta go with Roman.
Interesting. I am actually picking Seth Rollins, but I totally understand why you guys are picking Roman Reigns.
Yep.
Okay,
Griff didn't go.
These are gonna be. Yeah, he did. He said
Yeah.
Roman.
He said Roman. Okay.
Yeah, he said Roman right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
All right, these are gonna be a little different. So these are not just wrestler or superstar versus superstar. Let's go. What's the better match, Hell in a Cell or Elimination Chamber?
Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell all day long. That's what we grew up on.
I like the Elimination Chamber. Attitude Era or Ruthless Aggression Era?
Attitude.
Oh. Attitude.
Yeah, I still got to catch up on Ruthless Aggression. A different one here. Sasha Banks or Charlotte Flair?
Oh, man.
The Queen. Charlotte.
Sorry, so with the work she doing right now,
it's kind of tarnishing. Kind of tarnishing what she did. Yeah, I get it.
Remember we first met her at cricket? We were like, oh, we fans for life.
I get it, Coach. I get it.
Poor CEO. But
yeah.
Hey, that's their problem to figure out.
Right.
Yep.
I get it. Yeah, I'm Charlotte Flair too. Yep. Tables, ladders, and chairs match or just a regular steel cage match?
TLC.
Oh, TLC all day long.
The Shield or Evolution?
Ooh, you got me. Ooh,
That's a good one.
I'm going with Evolution.
I'm going with the Shield.
Okay. We're going to come back to that conversation at some point one day. I'll write that one down. Which era was worse, the PG era or the reality era?
Ooh.
We're no longer in the reality era. I hope you understand.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
PG, hands down. PG era sucks.
PG.
Okay. Another tough one when it comes to a faction, the Four Horsemen or the Hart Foundation?
I got this first group. It's easy. I'm old school all day long.
Yep, I know where you are.
I'm going with the Four Horsemen on this one. I had to think for a minute, but yeah, definitely the four.
Yeah, this one was easy for me for my hatred for Bret Hart and all things Hart Foundation. So that was cool. That was easy.
Hart Foundation is more talk, and Horsemen, they were more action.
Sure. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
For sure.
Which was a better rivalry? The Rock versus Stone Cold or Triple H versus Shawn Michaels?
Triple Shawn Michaels. That was part of Griff picks too.
Yeah, it was.
It was. I gotta say Rock and Stone Cold. And this is where we did get you, Griff. This one should have been, I think, number one on that particular.
This defined a nation, bro. Like this defined a generation for sure.
Generation.
And I'm with you, Coach. The Rock and Stone Cold, because I from a wrestling standpoint, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, yes.
Yeah.
But from a global everybody knows
culture,
what the hell this is. It's Rock and Stone Cold. The Monday Night Wars or the brand split era?
Oh man, Monday Night Wars is the best thing on TV.
I'm gonna go on Monday Night Wars.
It is a tough decision. It's not as easy as it seems because the brand split era, it produced some good wrestling on one side and some good sports entertainment on the other side. The better
people who
go ahead, Griff.
Oh no, I was gonna say with the brand split, I had to think for a second because a lot of folks that was in catering that didn't make the 2-hour shows when that brand split happened, they rise to the occasion. So I had to think for a minute, like, wait a minute, hey, this is a good one.
Without the brand split, do you really have Booker T doing what he did? Do you really have Kurt Angle doing? Well, I mean, Kurt Angle was Kurt Angle, but Rey Mysterio, he really shined on that, all that stuff. Eddie Guerrero,
Batista.
Yeah. So
that was brand split. WWE.
Yeah, I mean the Monday Night Wars was great, but from
was wrestling.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
John Cena, yeah.
All right, here we go. The better manager, Paul Heyman or Bobby Heenan?
Heyman.
Oh,
it's not as quick for me, Griff, but I understand. Go ahead, Coach.
Heyman.
It's not as quick.
They're the same guy. They're the same guy.
It's not as quick.
That's why it's tough. They're the same guy.
They are.
I think this might be this one. I think this is one we can park the bike here, Jackie, and talk about it.
The kickstand.
Go ahead.
Put the kick.
Go ahead. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to defend.
I'm going Heyman just off of pure entertainment.
Yep.
His mind. I'm talking the mind for the business.
Okay.
And what he, and starting but when it aside from ECW, when you think about the work and Griff, you probably can piggyback on this. The work that they've done in WWE, they managed different groups, different factions, different guys that were hot. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like they had similar paths, as far as their WWE run.
Like I said, it's not as quick for me because when you think about from a when you compare the manager and just manager only, I don't even think about the
other stuff that they did
creative
outside.
And all of those things. I'm thinking about just manager. And I think about yes, Paul Heyman is probably one of the greatest minds and probably one of the greatest talkers of our generation. But when you think about Bobby Heenan, same thing, right? Like probably one of the greatest talkers of that generation, and
same
was
guy.
the person who pushed a lot of the guys that we knew from back in those days. So I understand, like, Griff, while you're saying it, and I get it, but it's not as fast for me. It's like I have to debate it in my head, really.
Yeah, no, that was a good one.
The better match, the Royal Rumble or the Money in the Bank ladder match?
I'm going with the Rumble.
I thought you might. Yeah, when I saw that question, I was like, yeah, that's Griff's gonna say the Rumble.
Ladder match or the Royal Rumble?
Money in the Bank ladder match or the Royal Rumble?
I'm going with the Royal Rumble.
Although like the Money in the Bank has lost its like pizzazz around the whole briefcase situation, like I really do like the ladder match, but I agree with you guys. The excitement of the Royal Rumble is a little bit more for me. So, here we go. The Battle Rivalry: Sasha Banks and Bayley in NXT, or Trish Stratus and Lita.
Oh man, think about it for a minute. Because it's not those two without those two. You see, you get where I'm thinking.
Yeah, I get that.
Not those, the pioneers.
Yeah, they can't do what they did if they didn't do what they did. Yep.
So
that situation.
I'm going with the pioneers.
Okay.
I'm going Trish.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Pioneers on this one as well.
Okay. All right, I'll give you that one. Battle Rivalry: Daniel Bryan versus The Authority, Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan.
Oh, this is easy.
Bryan versus Authority.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was a whole PLE.
Yeah, man.
That was a whole.
Daniel Bryan went through. He went through the fire. Daniel Bryan went through a lot of Goliaths.
You guys were in the building. That was when I was just clicking back in. So you guys were tapped in pretty hard during that time. So I do understand. Kofi Kingston meant a lot more to me because I was tapped in, a little differently.
That night when me and Griff went on Bourbon Street after that one.
Yeah,
bro. Because we did 34 together. All us four did 34. But rewind that 4 years previous when me and Griff just did it that year. It was insane, and that was the night the streak ended. So it was a lot going on that night. And
you imagine everybody on Bourbon Street just chatting the whole weekend. The whole weekend.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was great. It was good to see though.
Okay. Yeah, you guys were, like I said, you guys were a little bit more tapped in than I was at the time, so I understand it. I think I know the answer to this one, but I'm going to go ahead and ask it anyway. The New Day or the Usos?
Usos.
Interesting. I don't think the Usos are the Usos if not for the New Day. I think so. I'm going to go with the New Day because I think the New Day opened the door to those tag teams being themselves. And I don't think I think you still get them Samoan brothers screaming on the ramp for quite some time if it wasn't for the New Day. So I'm landing.
Before we move to the next question, could we all agree Hell in a Cell, the first ever WWE PLE at Little Caesars Arena, that kicked off with the Usos
and we was
and
in
the New
there,
Day.
and that was fire.
Could we agree that was a turning point for both of them? Like,
both teams,
especially the Usos. That was the turning. Like,
that was the turning point for us. You're right, Brian. That was the turning point for us.
Yeah.
Them fire ass nachos over at LGA. Little Caesars arenas, y'all can't do anything else right.
They can't get nothing else right, but they can get the nachos
right. You can't do shit else right. But them nachos are fire. We do appreciate those.
Red Wings ain't what they used to be. Yeah, they all jacked up. Hey, Lions only thing.
The Lions only Palace and a Joe.
Yep.
The Lions only thing smoking. Yep.
All right, last question, man. As we venture off into this next era that's getting ready to happen, and I want to get your predictions now before it gets started. Bianca Belair or Jade Cargill?
Oh,
Oh, God, dog.
Oh,
I was proud of that one.
I gotta go with Bianca, man. Bianca. Because when Jay figures it out, I still got Bianca over Jay.
Okay.
When Jay figures it out,
I am going to go with Jade on this one.
That's surprising.
Because all those power moves Bianca used to get away with everybody else, she's going to come across someone that can finally kick out, and that's not going to phase. And I think Jade's going to be that one for her. So I got Jade in this one.
Okay.
I got one more this or that. I got one more, Jackie.
Go ahead.
This is the one I showed you the other day.
Yeah.
The one that defined wrestling, with the most defined wrestling moment in wrestling history. Hogan Bash at the Beach '96. The heel turn, or when Stone Cold says the 316 promo at the King of the Ring.
Hulk Hogan '96 all day.
Yeah, that one's you don't get one without the other again. Because again, the catalyst for wherever we're going, right?
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for Hogan and if it wasn't for Nash and Hall going over and doing all of doing that storyline, we don't get Stone Cold needing to step up, right? And Triple H is not even. I mean, Triple H is in that spot if Hall and Nash don't leave, right?
You know
what I'm saying? So again, you don't have one without the other. So,
but I'm definitely picking in the formation of the NWO.
Yeah,
for sure. Everybody on the same page.
But even Austin had went through a whole year and a half before he really got with McMahon and got to that title picture. Like this, the NWO, they literally changed a whole era and just said like, okay, we in this era, it's okay to come in here and do this. Cuss if you want to, come and smoke a joint. Like they changed the whole dynamic.
They weren't losing yet. That's the thing. Like WWE wasn't losing yet, and so it took a few weeks before they realized, like, oh, we actually got some competition. And the one thing that has driven WWE and the wrestling world, it has been competition. Every time the show has started to stink, some competition comes out of nowhere. To your point, Coach, Bash at the Beach happens. Now all of a sudden WWE has to wake up, like, oh shoot, we actually have to give you a good product, right? The brand split, when that happened, SmackDown decided, like, we're gonna be the better show. Competition. Now here we go. Like, now we're actually getting better products out of that. AEW coming along, and as much as we're like, it's not our product. Like, if we don't have AEW, we still getting Roman Reigns getting dog food poured on his head. So, competition has driven this whole industry, and it's gonna get better. So,
no doubt.